I grew up in Virginia, which on Tuesday will choose its next governor. And the outcome may turn on whether or not voters agree that white students are too fragile to learn Virginia history. In particular, the Republican gubernatorial candidate, Glenn Youngkin, has put an ad out implying that a senior in an AP class in high school couldn't handle reading Nobel Prize-winning Toni Morrison's Beloved. Aren't these the same people that like to call us snowflakes? Now, I just reread Beloved, and I will agree, it is disturbing. Do you know why it's disturbing? Because the atrocities of slavery are disturbing. The same way when I read Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, it's disturbing because the history of how early factories treated European immigrants was terrible. That's what school is for, to expand your mind, to stretch you. I definitely was stretched by algebra and geometry as well. In fact, I cried in those classes. Does that mean we shouldn't study algebra and geometry? I don't think so. As a New York Times columnist and fellow Virginian Jamel Bowie put it, to take discussions of race and racism out of the classroom would make it impossible to teach Virginia state history beyond the vaguest of generalities. Because I didn't learn it in school, lately I've been studying and confronting the complexity and ugliness of Virginia history amongst my own ancestors. My father is descended from Thompson Mason, who was the brother of George Mason, who is the author of the Virginia Declaration of Rights, and he was also a member of the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia in 1787. Now, here, George Mason actually wrote in his own words how exercising the brutality of being a slave master affected him. Quote, "Slavery is that slow poison which is daily contaminating the minds and morals of our people. Every gentleman here is born a petty tyrant, practiced in acts of despotism and cruelty. We become callous to the dictates of humanity and all the finer feelings of the soul. Taught to regard a part of our own species in the most abject and contemptible degree below us, we lose the idea of the dignity of man, which the hand of nature had implanted in us for great and useful purposes." Now I was thinking, the reason that George Mason had this realization was that he actually was partaking in this brutality. And, it touched his soul. And he felt like treating other people that way made him a worse person. And that was more what he was concerned about, is that it would harm our souls, like the white folks. So you see, this history is complicated, but if we don't learn it and we don't face it, we just are going to keep repeating it. And sometimes it seems like the people on the right, they want to keep repeating it. Do you? I'm far from perfect. I'm trying to learn. And if you don't learn, I don't think there's much hope at all.